In this week's episode of Ask Emma and Tim, we are going to give you the one key reason why people do not achieve their goals and get what they want, and the one key question that you can ask yourself to make sure that you do. Oh, keep watching.
Welcome to this week's episode of Ask Emma and Tim, the show for British advice professionals who want to break the time for money trap.
You know, it's a strange thing, and a very interesting one, that you and I have probably something in the region of 50,000 thoughts a day that go through our minds. The question is, which of those thoughts do we pay attention to? Which do we give energy to? Which do we focus on? Because you know something? You get what you focus on. So the first thing to do is to become aware of the thoughts that go through your mind and the ones that you kind of hold on to rather than letting them pass and slip through, and you pay attention to. Because that starts to give you the information about whether or not, believe it or not, you are going to achieve what you want.
So what we'd really like you to do is think about the goals that you set yourself. So for example, you might have a goal that this year you want to, earn £200,000, say. So if you connect with that goal, really think about it and notice what thoughts come up in relation to that goal. Then that will start to give you information about, actually, is self-doubt creeping in, or do you really believe that it's possible for you to get that goal? So some of the thoughts that you might be having about that goal are, oh God, that looks like a lot, or that might be all right for so-and-so, but it's not all right for me, or, oh, is that right that I would earn that much because I'm in the helping profession? Nobody should earn that much. In fact, one person that we work with even has said to me, well, it's completely outrageous that somebody should earn £100,000 from being a coach. Well, she's never going to earn £100,000 if she thinks that way. So what thoughts have you got about your goals? Or are you just putting goals up there that you don't really believe in?
And something else that is really useful to do is look around you. Look around you for examples of people who are achieving the things you want to achieve. Ask yourself a question. Are they that much different to me? Is there something really special about that person or those people? Because at the end of it all, we are just people. And if it's possible for them, it is possible for you as well.
So a great way to shift your thinking is to think about something that you're completely and utterly certain about. So I know that my name is Emma and I was born in August, and you certainly know what your name is and when you were born. And if someone was to ask you the question, well, is your name Emma? I'd go, well, yes. And that's what certainty sounds like for me. Some of us, we think that, to be certain about something, it's really rah, 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 and I have to really go for it. It's not. It's just something that sometimes it's like, well, yes. And one thing that we can do for ourselves is to start using the tone of certainty when we think about our goals. So start saying to yourself, yeah, of course it's possible for me to get that. Why wouldn't I? So-and-so's done it, why shouldn't I? And use the tone that you would use when you're certain about something. And there is one question that all successful people ask themselves when given a huge goal. And that question is,
how can I make that happen? Every successful person that we have ever worked with, and we've had the privilege of working over the years with so many, innumerable, will always ask that question whenever faced with some large, big challenge or objective. How can I make that happen? Not, oh my gosh, that's a big objective. Oh, dear, I don't know. Oh, well, I'm not quite sure. All sorts of things. No. How can I make it happen? And so what what we want you to do is when you set those goals, look at them, talk them through, speak them to yourself in the tonality of certainty, and ask yourself the question, how can I make it happen? So if you've enjoyed what we've said, if this has been of value and use to you, which it will be, please like or share it. And also, let's have your comments as well. Tell us about your successes, about how you've set yourself outrageous goals which you've achieved. We really want to hear about all of that. And if you have questions, ask those too. Just put them down below. We'll see you next time.
If you're ready to break the time for money trap, visit www.ipacademy.co.uk and sign up for a month's free membership of our Information Product Academy.
And when you do, you'll get immediate access to all the recordings and transcripts from our recent masterclass series, where we interviewed 10 internationally famous information experts who shared their best content with us.